Show us what you got.
Hello everyone, I'm Evandar and I'm really happy to present you a speedrun of Boomerang X. And I'm also really happy to have here Bones as a commentator. And Bones is a developer of the game from the Dang team. Hey Bones, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm kind of stressed, but it will go away when I start the run. Can you tell us a bit about Boomerang X?
Yeah, so Boomerang X is an arena shooter, but instead of having a traditional weapon like a gun, your weapon is a boomerang. And so you are going to be throwing this boomerang at enemies and like popping them, and then your boomerang will come back to you. But what makes Boomerang X really special is when you throw your boomerang out, pretty quickly you get an ability to slingshot yourself to the boomerang once it's in the air, and that will allow you to fly, basically. So there's going to be a lot of aerial dogfighting and really, really fast-paced play. So this is definitely a blink and you'll miss it type of thing, and I'm going to try to make sure to keep y'all up to speed.
Perfect. Okay, I can start. So can you give me a little 5 seconds countdown?
Me? Yeah.
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, and we started.
All right, so the first thing you'll notice is that you can jump really, really far in this game. That's because we give you a slight acceleration in a direction you're not currently traveling in. This helps a lot with moving in the air, trying to land on platforms and stuff, but it also just means that you can jump really far. The first thing we're going to do here is skip one of these tutorial rooms. You can actually jump over on all this geometry like Evandar is doing right now. And this lets you skip the first couple of room where it teaches you a little bit about how the game works. So this is a wave-based game, and every wave you have a certain number of enemies that you're required to kill in order for the wave to be complete. And you'll see that those are the enemies that are glowing purple. So those are the only ones that Evandar has to actually kill for the wave to move on to the next one, which, saves a lot of time if you don't have to kill all the enemies.
So all the enemies spawn randomly, but for each wave I know what kind of enemies I will have to kill. So for example, I can know that I will have to kill 3 spiders and 2 flies, and it's always the same. I just don't know where they spawn, so I have to adapt really quickly.
Yes. One thing that he'll also be doing is lining up enemies to kill them with one throw. Obviously, killing them with one throw is faster than killing them with 2. That'll also be really important for a power-up that we'll be getting later, but for now, it just saves time. This is the first power-up room, which is where you unlock your power-ups by playing a nice little song. The song is the same for each power-up each time, so you can memorize those, which Evandar has done. We just unlocked the teleportability, and as you can see, it allows him to go super, super fast, fly through these rooms, and get right onto our first actual combat encounter after the tutorial.
Something important to notice is that because I skipped a part of the game at the beginning, I don't have any health points currently. I will grab a shield right after this arena, but in this arena, if I hit an enemy, I die.
Yep, definitely don't want that. Yeah, so once again, you'll see Evandar try to line up killing 2 enemies with 1 throw. That's really the fastest way to save time in this early level.
Yes, and because we have the dash ability, we now have an arena that is not only 1 floor, but it has this little platform, and sometimes enemies will spawn on that. So it forces you to actually use the dash ability. And we'll see that at several moments in the game. When you unlock an ability, usually the game gives you a map where you will have to use this ability. You will get to use it at its full potential.
So this is the first shield that we get on the run. Basically, this is going to let Evandar take 1 hit in any arena, and it will reset at the start of each arena. This is the second power-up room. This is where you unlock what's called the scatter shot, also called the shotgun ability. Oh, I was wrong. This is the time slow ability. So this basically gives you a bit of bullet time while you're in the air. And this helps you line up your shots a lot, but it does slow you down. So Evandar is going to try to use this as little as possible. Ideally, not at all, but we'll probably see a little bit of it.
We see a lot of it. I mean, not a lot, but most of it near the end of the run, because that's where there are many enemies and where we need to aim carefully. And sometimes I also use it to slow down the enemies a bit, so I can think of what to do next. Because, well, currently what I have to do is pretty simple. I can see all my enemies and I just have to shoot at them. But later it will be a bit more complicated than that.
So this is also where you see the first enemy that requires that has a weak point. It has a big red gem on its back. Some enemies, that's the only way to kill them. You have to hit the gem on their back, or their weak point. And this is the first time that you see one. It's just requires a little more precise aiming. This is where we're going to get the scatter shot power up. This is just a cone, a blast in front of you, and this will get unlocked by killing 2 enemies with 1 throw of the boomerang, which you've been seeing Evandar do a lot, and fortunately, he's well versed in it. So as you can see, it killed all of those little gems on the door in 1 blast. If you caught it, you might have blinked.
And once again we have a map where we will be able to use this new ability. Its full potential. It's a map that is not that big, but has a lot of enemies in it. So every time I'm going to use the shotgun, I will kill a dozen spiders at least. So the shotgun here is really helpful.
And that's actually that was our goal when we designed a lot of these arenas. Is we wanted to give you an opportunity to practice with the new power that you got, and we wanted to give you a chance to really get used to using it before we put you in a especially hard encounter where you needed it, because we wanted everyone to feel comfortable with all the tools we're giving them. So that's definitely the plan or the design. And yeah, you'll see this scatter shot just blasts waves of enemies away. It's gonna save a lot of time.
I took 1 damage here.
Yeah, that was the first hit. Fortunately, he had a shield. And fortunately, this isn't a no-hit run.
So as you can see, that shield regenerated between the 2 maps. It's really useful, because that means I can tank a hit at several times during the run, even though I have only 1 shield. I will take more shields later. Actually, 1 more. And that's really helpful because we want to play really aggressively.
Yeah, for sure. This is also the first level that displays a lot of the verticality that's possible in the game. So there's this enemy that is really tall and you have to kill all of its weak points. And there are a bunch of enemies that spawn on these top platforms, and so you really have to fly up and go get them. We'll see a lot more aerial fighting, especially once you get more tools for it.
Yes, near the end of the run, the maps don't even have a floor anymore.
You don't need it. You can fly.
You don't need it, yeah.
All right, and that's the end of that arena.
So those were the cool arenas, as I like to call them. Really chill.
You don't like the rest of them?
I mean, I like it, but they are not really cool in the sense that you can't really chill in them, and it's really dangerous in there.
Yeah, now it gets hard.
Yes, this one is, in my opinion, the one where you take the most damage, usually.
Yeah, so there's this frog enemy that spawns in the middle of the arenas on each wave, and it looks really cute, but this vomit, this puke that it throws up, will actually hurt you, and it chases you around the arena. So it can get you from really far away. And it has 2 weak points. It has one on its back and one on its stomach, and without any of the power-ups you get later on, it can be pretty difficult to kill them if you don't know what you're doing.
Thank you.
Fortunately, Evandar is a master. And
Yes,
that's the
so
end of that arena.
this weak point on the bottom of the frog is not really easy to aim at. Usually we have to wait for the frog to actually jump upwards, but with precise aiming we can directly destroy it.
So this is the next power-up. This is the needle power-up, which also is kind of like a sniper shot. You get this you unlock it by killing 3 enemies at once. And you can kill 3 enemies at once with the scatter shot ability. So you can use the scatter shot ability to unlock the sniper. Or if you can line up a really good shot, you can use the thread, the needle, to unlock it on its own. So it can actually unlock itself. And you'll see that Evandar will use this blast to kill enemies that are on the far edge of the arena that he doesn't want to have to go over and get.
And
so these
this
enemies
is a map
that teleport.
Yes, go on.
I was gonna say, these enemies teleport away from you, and so they're really annoying to chase down. So every time you can use a needle on them, it'll save a lot of time.
Almost took damage here.
Hopefully, you'll never have to learn what that enemy does. That enemy, if you don't get to spawn kill it, is really annoying to have to deal with. It basically makes a lot of small butterflies that spread out over the arena that you'll have to chase down individually before you can kill it. But they all spawn right on it in the beginning, so you can just spawn kill it with a shotgun, as we have seen twice now. Hopefully, we'll get that every time.
So these more dangerous enemies, so the giraffe and the moth, I really want to spawn kill them because, as Bones said, if you let them live for too long, they become really annoying, and they actually are designed to, let's say, constrain your movement in the map. And that's something I really don't want to happen, because if I have an enemy, a target that is in a part of the map that I cannot access, then it's just big time loss. And nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. So you'll see here, these are my favorite enemies in the game. These laser eyes. They have a weak point on the back of them, and in order to get behind them, you have to stun them in front, so they stop moving, and then you can get behind them and kill it. But if you have the sniper power up, you can just shoot straight through them, and that'll go right through and hit the weak point on the back on their way out. So that's the fastest way to kill them, and hopefully we'll get to see Evandar use that a lot. There are also these little worm enemies, which they're little worms. They kind of cluster together and make an explosion, and that's another way that they will kind of deny area if they get the explosion off. But that does make them cluster together, so you can kill multiple enemies with your abilities and help chain and unlock more and more of them.
Okay. As you can see, the arenas are getting more and more dangerous, and that leads me to I think the most dangerous arena in the game.
This one is,
Quarry.
Yeah, definitely the most dangerous arena. This big disc in the middle, it's not particularly dangerous. There's like a 50% chance that it'll either go up or down when it spawns. So Evandar is going to have to chase it down while he kills the other enemies in the arena. But what's so dangerous about this arena is that there's no like obstacles really to hide behind. And so every enemy kind of has a straight shot on you. Unless you're really up against the wall, which we don't want to be because we want to be out aggressively killing enemies. And so every enemy kind of has a straight shot on you and you have no cover.
Also, there is no ground.
Yeah, once again, there's no floor. Like we hinted at before, you don't need it. You can fly.
Okay, and we are also starting to see enemies from previous maps, and in places where they are harder to kill than before.
Yes.
That's becoming more challenging also.
There are also
Okay.
these enemies that I forgot to talk about. These are shield enemies, and basically they protect the weak point of an enemy that's like a high priority kill target. So you have to kill these shielding bugs first before you can kill the enemy. This is the next power up. This is probably one of my favorites.
Me too.
The way that, yeah, this is basically an explosion around you, and anytime you make contact with an enemy or the ground, it'll go off once you have the ability unlocked. And the way you have the ability unlocked is by killing 3 enemies without touching the ground. And once again, you can fly. So as long as you're killing enemies without touching the ground, you'll unlock this ability really quickly and really easily. Let's see. Evandar, do you like this arena?
Yes, well, I know that you asked me that because it's my favorite arena. For several reasons. First of all, the music is incredible, but also, as Bone said, you can like play with your abilities usually in the maps that are right after the ability unlock, and this one lets you play like a lot with it. It's very small. There are many enemies, and you can spend a lot of time in the air. So I can just go up and down, kill enemies, explode on the ground, etc. Like that. That's really satisfying.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay. Something that is also really nice with this ability is that not only it creates an explosion when you hit the ground, it also makes one when you hit an enemy. And that can act as a shield.
Yeah, exactly. It can act as a shield and also will kill whatever you come in contact with. That's actually a pretty important strategy for killing some enemies that are or have a lot of weak points, because the explosion will hit all of them. So yeah, there's some old enemies that we'll see later that are, now that we have these new tools, they're going to be a lot easier to deal with.
And we
this
kind of
is
saw a new enemy.
kind of saw a new enemy for just a second, just an instant, and then it was immediately killed again.
Sorry.
That's okay. I mean, hey, it's faster this way. Yeah.
Here's one.
There you go. Yeah, so this is a fire eagle. It tries to chase you down and then breathe fire on you. It has 3 weak points along its back, but if you can just line up a scatter shot or an explosion, you'll just obliterate it instantly.
Which I love to do.
Yes.
Oh.
It's fun to do even when you're not trying to go as fast as possible. Nice.
Again. I've seen that a lot of the maps have, like near the end, have a very calm wave where you can breathe before the last wave of enemies.
Yep.
This last wave is going to be really quick, actually. Okay, maybe not as quick as I thought it would be.
They're almost there. Nice.
There we go.
Nice. There we go. So now Evandar is about to unlock the last ability that you get in the game. This is called the Oblivion Comet. And basically there will be a bar that will show up in the top left of the screen, and every time you kill an enemy, you'll get a little bit of juice, and that bar will, once it fills up, then you can use the ability. The ability is really powerful. It can, it slows down time, and you can just direct yourself and blast through enemies in a row. And you can kill like an entire wave with it. Is that what you're going to be using it for?
Yes, but maybe I will use it for something else as well. We'll see.
Oh, we'll see.
All I can say
so this
is
is.
that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
You first.
I was gonna say, so this is the last level in the game, probably. This is certainly the one that we'll be seeing. Last one that we'll be seeing. This is where you get to see all of the enemies together, trying to make a meaningful encounter out of all the skills and tools you've learned how to use so far. As you can see in that top left corner, we have a bar that's slowly filling up as Evandar kills enemies. And yeah, you'll see our old friends like the giraffe. But now that we have the air stomp ability, you can just step on its back and the air stomp will blow up all of the weak points on the shoulders, and then you just have to break the head one and you can kill them really, really quickly.
Here is the moth again. Oh, okay.
Oh no.
I did not manage to kill all the butterflies.
Yeah, and
the moth ability.
Here's the area denial ability. It's basically a big bomb explosion, but Evandar was able to luckily avoid it.
Luckily, no enemies were trapped in it.
Yeah, no enemies were harmed in the making of this game.
Okay, so I was about to say we are getting closer to the end of the arena, and after that, this run is not called Any Person for no reason. So I won't spoil it, but chat, I know you like to use the out of bounds emote. Please make it ready.
Right, so you're actually going to be going. Actually going to be going out of bounds with this comment ability. The way it works is you're going to try to smash into the ceiling a bunch of times with it. Oh. Nice, nice. Cool. So the reason we do it then is because the ends of the game where you actually win the game gets loaded in now, and normally it wouldn't be accessible, but we're clipping out of bounds. We're just going to fly through the air for a bit. This would be a great time to read some donations because we're just going to be flying in a straight line for maybe a minute.
Oh, I've absolutely got you covered there. Und11 sends in $25. Hey, Evandar. Throughout the months, I am impressed by your speedruns such as Boomerang X, but also other games such as Tunic and The Witness. Good luck on your run and slay on. I've also got $100 here from Hat Kirby. Good luck, Evandar. I've never seen this game before, but I know you'll do great.
Thank you very much, guys.
And Evandar Big Fan sends in $30. Let's go, Evandar. If you actually die because of the no shields incentive, let's just say you were dealt a bad hand. Godspeed, baby.
Thank you very much. Okay, and we're getting close to the end of the game. This is definitely what it looks like when you play. It's not.
Yeah, totally.
Time is going to come up soon. We're breaking this score. And we're done. Time. 22:15. That's really nice, I think.
That's a really good time, yeah.
Is that time accurate?
So yes, this was Boomerang X any percent. So with that last skip, we skipped the final boss. If you want to see it, well, I guess play the game. I won't spoil it, but it's really cool.
Evan, real quick. Isn't your world record a 22:48?
It's not. Sorry.
Okay.
This is my no major glitches world record.
Gotcha.
90% is 20 minutes and 53 seconds.
Ah, sorry.
And so yes, so thank you very much, GDQ, for having me here. Thank you also, Bones, and the whole Dank team for making the game, but also for being so supportive about the speedruns, because I think that without you, without this motivation, I would definitely not be there today.
Well, I'd like to thank you especially for basically, I mean, you're kind of the only speedrunner we got, and you've basically taken this entire run like really you really optimized it, and it's been really impressive. And you submitted it to GDQ, so we wouldn't be here without you either. So thanks so much for everything you've done, and thanks for letting us in, GDQ, and thanks for having us.
Awesome. Thank you, Evandar, for that amazing run. I'm going to have to go back and watch the VOD of that one again later to try and make sure I caught everything. That was just, all over the place. Oh, let's get caught up on some donations too. Evan apparently sent in $25. So excited for the 10th entry in the Boomerang series. Boomerang 7 remake when? And I mean, it's good, but honestly, I started with Boomerang 8. I know it's not conventional, but anyway, we are going to take a quick break, but all y'all better make like a boomerang and come right back after because we've got a lot more awesome runs coming up. Don't go too far. We'll see you soon. And welcome back, everyone, to Awesome Games Done Quick 2023 online. I feel a little bad interrupting these bangers that we've got going on here. Wow. Love the music that we've got. Okay. Try to catch up a little bit on donations here. Cold Line sent in $50. Love this event every year. Let's get more GDQ. Go Evandar, go Metal Slug, go GDQ. Could not agree more. We've got that Metal Slug run coming up here in just a little bit. But first, a couple of orders of business. This is going to be the end of my hosting segment for you today. It has been an honor chatting with all of you this morning, as always. I will be back with you again tomorrow night, but fear not, because until then, I will be leaving you in the hands of one of the finest members of the GDQ hosting stream, provider of unparalleled prizes, crooner of the finest donations, and someone I am proud to work with through each of these events. Iggy Zig is going to be taking over for me here on the mic, and you are going to be in fantastic hands. With that, I'm going to go ahead and send this over to a quick prize update. Court, I hope you're having a blast out there. I'm missing working with you this time. Looking forward to getting back to it soon. Show them what we've got for them this time. I'll see y'all later.
Thank you so much, Mr. Game & Shout. Yes, my name is Frozen Flagon, and I am here at Awesome Games Done Quick 2023 as going to be showing you some amazing prizes. And I found a prize assistant. How are you doing over there? You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm the prize intern.
What's your name?
Oh, Amerlin.
Awesome. All right,
It's my first day. I'm very excited to be here.
You can tell that I mentored you because I also never introduced myself. So fantastic job following in my footsteps.
I'm just excited to be here and talk about all these video games, video game prizes.
Video game prizes. Great job. Well, you want to talk about one of the ones you're holding right there?
Absolutely. This is a Hylian Shield pillow made by Iggy Zig, and it is $200.
Hold on. That's for the grand. You're really close.
Okay.
You were most of the way there, but I got to say our grand prize of $200 is a little bit more hefty than that.
Okay. Yes. Got it.
So
Got it.
We do have 2 Hylian Shields available now. So $10 minimum donation gets you this adorable plushie, and $200 throughout the entire week gets you into this really impressive Hylian Shield and a choice of another replica from our friend Dave at Heroic Replicas. So if you're interested in either of these, get your donations in now. Fantastic job. All right.
Yeah.
I want to set this down. It's very heavy. We also have a lot of other fantastic prizes. I just want to say, if you get $50 in right now, you'll be entered into every single thing that we're talking about. And this current prize block ends when Skyward Sword ends. So be sure to get your donations in. I want to talk about a handful of Mega Man related prizes. So from our friend Wolfman Wing's $5 minimum donation, we have these 2 patches right here. We have Dad of the Monkey, always a fan favorite. Thank you so much, Wolfman Wings, for sending these out to us. We also have this Mega Man water bottle sent out to us by Fangamer. It's got Mega Man X, so it's kind of, we got the crossover of Boomerang X and the Mega Man block we saw earlier. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, Fangamer, for sending out this fantastic water bottle you can see here. We also have a Mega Man pin pack from Fangamer, $5 minimum donation. So any Mega Man fans, get in those donations right now. We also have a what's the next run coming up next?
You've put me on the spot. Next up is Metal Slug by Chair G Tables.
Yes, it is. And we have a painting that is called Oxidized Mollusk. It took me a while for me to understand that was connected to Metal Slug, but...
Whoa!
It just clicked. Yeah, that's how I was feeling too. But Puzzle P always puts on some really funny taglines to all of these, and I have to figure out, what game they're going on. But you looking at it, you obviously know. Looking at that fantastic painting, that's going to go right with our Metal Slug game that's coming up next. $10 minimum donation. Thank you, Puzzle P, for making that and sending it out to us. So we have some candles we've been seeing throughout the entire marathon, but these ones are from Fandemonium, and we have 4 of them that are Breath of the Wild inspired.
Oh, I was going to say this is Grace, so this is Elden Ring. Yes.
Okay, I would have. You were really, really close on that one.
I'm very good at centering the prizes. I've learned very well.
There's a set of 4. So they all reference the different power-ups you get as you go throughout Breath of the Wild. And they all have different scents as well. So the set of all 4 of them, $10 minimum donation. Again, thank you, Fandemonium, for sending those out to us. I love how many candles we've been getting. It seems like they're very in style, and that's something that I never would have connected to video games, but now I love that. I think it's fantastic.
That's right. I'm very new to video games, so this is all very great to me.
You're learning a lot during this prize segment. I think everyone at home is learning a lot during this. We had such an amazing The World Ends With You run. I had such a great time. Kuro did an amazing job. And we have some related prizes. So if any Shiki fans out there, I absolutely love Shiki. We have a Shiki Mizaki doll from Blast Black Star's Needlework, $10 minimum donation. You can see it right there. Not only has Shiki, but it also has Mr. Mew, which we have our other little friend here hanging out.
Yes, this is from Stray. It's a cat.
It is a cat. I'm going to give you that one. It is absolutely a cat. But that was from The World Ends With You run. It's Shiki's cat that helps out.
You're right. I did see that.
Yeah, and
that was a good run.
It was a really fantastic run, and that's a $25 minimum donation to see you can get into win the Mr. Mew plushie that was very similar to the one that Kira had during the run, which was so fun to see. And continuing on with the World Ends With You prizes, we have a $25 minimum donation for the player pin. So we saw all of the pins get used during the run, and this is the standard, player pin that they all need. And on the back of it, it also says AGQ 2023, which is really awesome. So you'll know exactly what this prize was for. Thank you so much for sending that one out to us. All right. Earlier, we showcased this incredible Majora's Mask clock shadow box. So as you can see, the clock is actually ticking. It's pretty. It has a battery and everything in the back, so it's moving along just like in Majora's Mask. You can see Link there getting ready for the time to set back, and you can I love the depth that happens within here. And you've got the moon up top approaching. It's so fantastic. I get mesmerized just looking at this. I think it is so cool that it was fashioned as a prize. Thank you so much, S-Clear Studios, for sending this out to us. And got to make sure you get your donation in before the end of Skyward Sword. So easy to remember. We also, for $25 minimum donation as well, have this Giga's metal print. It is absolutely stunning. I don't even understand how you put things on top of metal like that to make it, but it is so fantastic. You can see exactly how it just spirals outward in such a fantastic way. And the metal prints are some of my favorite prizes from this event, just because I think that they're so unique, something you wouldn't find anywhere else. $25 minimum donation sent in to us by Mott. Thank you again for this. And we've been seeing it, between me and Amy this whole time. We have these evolutions. Amy, which one's your favorite?
I like the red one.
You like the red one? Okay. What type do you think it is?
Red. So that would be Earth. Yes.
Maybe it
Ground?
terrestrializes into Earth. So
That was a very complicated word.
You got there. And then my favorite is, of course, Glaceon, Frozen Flygon. That's a big part of my username, is that Ice is my favorite type. But everyone in the chat, I would love to hear who your favorite evolution is, or wrong answers only. What Pokemon are these? I would love to see all of those in the chat. This is our day prize, so you need to make sure to get $50 in from now until the end of Celeste tonight. So if you want to be entered to win, I absolutely think it's amazing how you have the diamond print of each of the individual evolutions, but then on top of painted, there's metallic paint in here with the backgrounds, and then of course Eevee shining in the center, and it looks just like the chart we all see of them. I think it's so fun, and then all of them being put together into one prize instead of being separated out. So
it shows the arrows point to all of the Eevees. That's pretty cool.
It's really I really like this.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for that prize, $50. Be sure to get it in before the end of the day today. And when you do that, that $50 is going to go towards all of the grand prizes we talked about, the Hylian Shield and the Choice of Replica from David Heroic Replicas. We have the Skytech Gaming PC. All the specs are available at the website. And of course, the Fallout laser rifle. I love that. I think that prize is just so fantastic. Thank you so much, Fullpin Props and Cute Monster Props, for sending that out to us. So excited to get to show it off. But yeah, with that, you want to tell people some incentives that people can put to their donation towards when they donate for these prizes?
Sure. I've been studying a lot. It's my first day. I worked really hard on this. We have upcoming the blindfolded demise fight for Skyward Sword at $15,000. I don't know how someone plays video games without seeing. I generally need my eyes to do a lot of things. So I think that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. We absolutely need to see that.
Yep.
And, we've been talking about it that we have a bonus game today.
Yep.
What do we want to, how would we unlock the bonus game? And also there's more for the bonus game. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. So at $100,000, it unlocks the bonus game of Mario Kart 8. And then at the milestone of $1 million for the whole event, which we're fairly close to that.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. We're almost at $900,000 here.
We unlock the additional DLC tracks for Wave 3 that just came out.
Okay. I love you. You kind of mix those up a little bit. You got it a little bit backwards, but that's okay. At first I was going to say you need to add a couple more zeros there, but I let you finish.
Okay.
It's all good. But yeah, we're I'm so excited to see Mario Kart. I mean, it's a classic. I love seeing how people just optimize it to the fullest of their ability from a game that a lot of us just play casually with our friends, just racing against each other. The level of strats that are possible are really amazing. So make sure when you donate, if you want to see Mario Kart and more Mario Kart, you can donate right towards the DLC tracks, and all of it will come together to help us get to that 1 million. We absolutely want to see that. All right, Amy, thank you so much for being my intern today. Might get to see you later, but otherwise, thank you so much for helping out. And I'm so excited for everyone to get to see Metal Slug up next with Charity Tables. So take it away.
Thank you, Court, and thank you, Amy, for showing off those gorgeous prizes. And hello, all you GD cuties. What's happening? We're glad to have you here with us at Awesome Games Done Quick 2023 online, powered by Twitch and raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. My name is Iggy Zig, hosting's my speciality. Gonna be serving up hot and fresh for you a trio of speedruns are quite frankly amazing games full of awesome speed gaming goodness and, coincidentally, good speed gaming awesomeness. That's right. Up next is a certified classic of a game, the timeless, the iconic Metal Slug. The wonderful Charity Tables is going to be taking us through a medium difficulty run of this very intense and very epic shooter with a through rider run that's going to keep you on the very edge of your seat. Lots of Neo Geo arcade action coming up shortly, so please stick around. In the meantime, though, I still need to get my head together around this bonus situation. I think y'all need to do the same. I want you to go to GamesDoneQuick.com/donate or click the donate button at the bottom of the channel, put in your name, put in your very generous donation amount, leave a cute comment for me to read about how you want to see the $1 million reached, and for the blindfolded demise fight, let's get that buttoned up. And in honor of MK8, let me know who's your favorite character to play as in Mortal Kombat. Scroll down and click Add Incentives, put all those generous donations towards the blindfolded demise incentive, click on Donate, follow through with your local payment processor, and bingo bongo, you have just helped with stopping cancer before it starts, getting Mario Kart 8 and its bonus on the schedule, and pushing towards that sweet million, and you can call that a flawless victory. Hey, we've got JD Bonner with $50 saying 2 incentives for one donation, take my money. There you go. Thank you so much. And all right, all lights are green and we are ready to rock. Check. Get your max 330 mega Pro Gear spec emotes on and give a colossal welcome to Charity Tables and their run of Metal Slug.